Alright, just figured I'd go over a couple easy things for you guys that you can do with Cummins Insite, Paccar ESA, and the Bendix ACom software. Um, First thing, obviously the easiest one, what you're going to go through, if you got check engine light on, you check fault codes, see what you got. So you can see here, I have two active codes. But you go in here, this will show you what they are. Click down the plus sign. This will give you the freeze frame data, basically all the data from the engine at the time that it set the code. Can show you if something's off or help you to diagnose it. If you need to clear codes, just go in here, right click, hit reset all faults, just hit all, go through timeout, 100-second timeout with the key off, and then turn back on, and it'll reset everything. If you want to view live data from the engine, you come over here to data monitor and logger. Just click on that. Take a second to load everything up. It give you these parameter groups that you can go through. These will be for each different subset. So you've got after treatment, ECM info. If you've got if you got a hard start, low power, low fuel economy, things you're trying to diagnose, you can click. That'll give you different feature or different data sets for each one of these. So if you got DPF issues, you come in here, just double click on after treatment, it'll give you this one. Bunch of data in here, give you the ash load of your DPF, 14.6, and also give you the soot load, 1.9 ounces. So the soot's what gets burned out during a regen. The ash stays in. So on here, when you start getting to about 3.5, 4 ounces, it'll start doing regen on you and burn that out. And then your ash load will just continue to go up until it's time to get baked out, and you'll start getting messages about that. Other easy stuff. If you want to force a regen, you come in here to DPF regen. Just come in here, hit start, and it'll start up a regen, and it'll give you data while it goes. Cylinder cutout test, help you diagnose if you've got misfire injection issues. If you can do a fuel injector performance test, run through fuel system leakage test. This you can go in, you can it'll crank fuel pressure up to 29,000 psi and shut the truck off, watch it, and see how fast it bleeds off. If it just immediately bleeds off, then you have an issue. If you put a new turbo on the truck, come down here, VGT actuator installation. You have to go to install actuator and then do calibrate. That one's not for testing. This VGT test here would be for your actual testing. If you go down here to advanced ECM data, come to after treatment history, this will show you your previous 10 regens. If you put a new filter in, DPF filter in, there we go. Go to after treatment maintenance, go to reset, DPF reset. If you put a new DOC in, that's where you would reset that as well. You just click that, hit reset. It'll go through its spiel and it'll reset the ash load. Put a new SCR in. Same thing would be for here. Nothing really that you need in there unless you put new injectors in. You can do a fuel injector reset as well. Another quick easy thing here, features and parameters. It's going to take a minute so it reads all the data off the ECM to see what can be changed. insert elevator music here. And there we go. So these would be all the different parameters that you can change on the engine. These are just quick, easy things to change. It's not a full ECM calibration or anything like that. You can go down through here, a couple of easy ones if they haven't been changed already. Gear down protection. This will derate power if you're in a lower gear to make you shift to a higher gear to lower RPM. Load-based speed control will cut power when you're light, and it will put a soft rev limit at like 1600, 1650 if you are light, basically to make you upshift. If you go under PTO, you can increase the RPM that you can high idle the truck at. Right here under maximum speed. I got mine set at 1,000. You can set it to whatever you want. If your truck has governed speed, go under road speed governor, and this is where you would change that. You can enable tire wear adjustment. Most of the other stuff in here you're really not going to have to mess with. And another big one for guys is adaptive cruise control. So under the cruise control tab here, if you want to shut it off, you go come here to adaptive cruise, and you're going to switch that to disable. When you change something, it'll pop up over here what the original value was to show you that there's something that's changed. And when you want to send this to the ECM, you just right click, send to, and then ECM. And you can change as many parameters as you want and send them all at the same time instead of sending one at a time. So the second half of getting your cruise control shut off, or the adaptive cruise control shut off, is you're going to come over to ESA. Going to connect here, let it do its thing. It's going to search for all the different modules that are installed on the network. And for those that you don't know, ESA does everything on the body side. So it's a cluster, body control module, and HVAC. So once it's done doing its detection, while it's going through this process, you'll see your cluster go blank, and it may pop up that it has a communication error. That's completely normal. This will show what modules are installed. So CCU, that's the body control module. This has a separate chassis node as well. Instrument cluster, and then HVAC. Just click out of that. You're going to go over here to program. It's going to go through, detect all the parameters that you can change on the body control module side. And it's right here at the top. So adaptive cruise control type. So you're going to go from here. This will either be set to Bendix Wingman or Wingman Advanced, depending on the year of your truck and what system it has installed. And you're going to change that to ACC Display Disabled. And then you'll click Program. It'll program it. And what you're going to have to do is turn the truck off, open the door, shut it, and let the cluster go to sleep. And once the cluster goes to sleep, you can open the door back up, turn it on, and then the message that you get that says adaptive cruise control or collision mitigation system installed, that'll be gone, and all of the adaptive cruise notifications and icons on the cluster will be gone. So it won't show anything anymore. It won't beep at you. None of that. A bunch of other stuff you can change in here as well. If you have your passcode set up for anti-theft, you can change that here. My truck has a road relay, so it goes through there instead of through the cluster. But a bunch of stuff you can change. You can look through there and see if there's anything that interests you. But also here in ESA, you can do go to the Diagnose tab. You can get any DTCs that are in your body control module or in your HVAC. You can do live monitoring of gauge inputs and gauge inputs and HVAC right here through the app or through the program. And then if you want to control components, you would come over here to simulate, and you can command gauges to different values to make sure they're working correctly. And you can turn on and off components to diagnose functionality on them. Just kind of quick, easy on that one. There's a bunch more stuff you can do. This is just kind of a quick little overview. So close out of that. And then last but not least, we got Bendix ACom. So this will do your ABS and your collision mitigation system. You're just going to come over, start with ECU, and pop up here. If it asks you for an adapter, just choose which adapter. If you're using an inline 6 adapter, then you just click inline 6 USB and let it connect through that way. If you've got a inline 7 or a Nex IQ, then you would just click the appropriate one. And it's going to go through and read everything. Alright, so we can go through, you can go check codes. And nothing there. Oh. There, yeah, no codes there. If you want to view wheel speeds while you're moving to diagnose a bad wheel speed sensor, you just click on wheel speeds, and this will be live while you're moving. You can calibrate sensors through here, but you've got to have the right tools in order to do it. So probably don't want to mess with that. You can do component testing. So these would be your all of the modulator valves. You can test all that. And pressure. If you do a service replacement, this would just be for if you change out an ECU, which you probably won't have to do, but if you do, that's where you would change that. If you want to go into the wingman, if you are keeping your collision mitigation system working and you're having errors for that, this is where you would go in. And this will give you any of the DTCs for the radar. And this is how you would configure everything for it as well. So you come in here, DTCs. And since mine is turned off, I've got a bunch of DTCs in there for it. Not a big deal, but the Bendix system's nice. It gives you the code, frequency counter, how many times it's happened, and then it gives you the description, gives you a sequence to go through to diagnose it, and it also gives you the pinout for the connectors, so if you need to test the wiring on it, that's all right there. close out of this one. And then you can also come down here. If you own your own trailer and it has a Bendix ABS system on it, you can go in, connect to the diagnostic port that's on the trailer, and this will also do trailer ABS as well. So just kind of a quick overview for some of the stuff on here. If you've got any other questions or something else that you want to say on here, just let me know and try and post it up and help you out with it.